Melissa and Eric, all right, we're back. We have a great topic to talk about today. It's a hot topic, no question about it. It's
Absolutely.
something that is just booming here in the Charlotte area, and that's 55 and older communities.
Well, Jeff, I think we're going to talk mainly about single family homes, communities that are out there. Of course, other options would be 55 and older townhomes that would also be available within the Lake Norman area. And Melissa and I have been able to visit some of these subdivisions, and we're going to talk about them, kind of like go around the lake, start in Mooresville, and then end up down in Huntersville.
With our 4 seasons of mild weather, right? You get to enjoy being outside and all of the great activities that North Carolina has to offer, and these active adult communities, which is really what they are. They're super active, just offer so much to our friends from the Northeast who want to come down from the cold and learn all the things that North Carolina has to offer in these active adult communities.
Which one are we starting off with?
We'll start off in Mooresville at the Courtyards at Bloome Point. That's here in Mooresville. It's an established community. Again, it's single family, roughly 2 bedrooms primarily. They do have some models that have a loft upstairs. The community itself is right off of Brawley Peninsula. It's very close to shopping and different amenities. The grounds itself has a clubhouse. It also has a pool available to them. We drive right past that subdivision regularly on a daily basis, and we're constantly seeing people walking either their dogs or walking with someone else around the community, and they have sidewalks that circle the area. So it's very nice.
What's the next neighborhood you have on the list?
The next one it's fairly new, but it's actually getting ready to close out. We visited the other day. It's the Courtyards at Lake Davidson. Now, Lake Davidson, this is one of the few communities we have around here that actually has access to the lake. All fairly brand new. Again, it's another EPCON facility. The whole area is really nice. I think one of the things that made it so attractive to people that it's literally 1 mile from downtown Davidson. So although you have a Mooresville zip code, you will pay taxes because the services within that subdivision are provided by the town of Davidson. But again, you are 1 mile right down the road off of Statesville Highway, for those of you in the area that know it. And then you have all the restaurants that are there. You have the walkability of Davidson. You have all the community events that they have within the green in the town of Davidson. And then again, of course, the builder and the community really well thought out.
And I think that what makes this particular neighborhood, Eric alluded to it earlier, is that you have access to the lake. The beautiful thing is you're going to be able to launch a kayak or a canoe or a paddleboard or something like that right from your neighborhood, which is so great. And they've got the storage for it down there. It's amazing. So the next subdivision we're going to go to is so large that it actually is in 2 different towns. It's Bailey's Glen, and part of it is in Cornelius, and the other part of it is in Huntersville. This is an extraordinarily large 55 and older community, but the best part about it, because of its size, is that there are several activity areas. So you've got pools, you've got clubhouses, pickleball, tennis, you've got all these great amenities spread out throughout this subdivision, and it's really just expanded. So if you want to have a small house, they've got those. You want a larger home, 3,000 square feet, they've got those as well. You can meet people from all over. It's such a large neighborhood, hundreds of homes, that you can really, find your niche and find your people, and book clubs and painting clubs and wine clubs and all the things that you want to do. You can find a golfing buddy and go golfing, all the things.
I was out there not too long ago with some clients, and although they're still building, they're doing it. It's well thought out because there's a whole new clubhouse that's going into the newer area just off of Mays within Bailey's Glen. They're building a whole new clubhouse up there. And then south, they're going to build actually 55 and older, part of Bailey's Glen, condos. And within the condo, they're going to have their own independent clubhouse as well. I believe the woman I spoke to says it's going to have a pub in there, which is
Wow.
great.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, really great. Like a pub in my neighborhood. That would be nice. Um, Very cool. What do we have next?
All right, we're going across the way to Denver, to probably one of the largest, most sought after areas for a 55 and older community, and that is Trilogy. And that to me, the first time I saw it 8 years ago, I was like, I could live here. They have so many amenities: an indoor pool, an outdoor pool, a ceramic studio. They have live music. They have a beautiful restaurant called the Foundry. It is, it's amazing. They've got wine lockers for your own, collections that you can go ahead and bring into the restaurant when you go to eat at the Foundry. So they have definitely elevated retirement community for sure.
Their marketing materials mention resort-like amenities, and I would say it's definitely resort-like. They're one of the few 55 and older communities that have both an indoor and an outdoor pool, and their fitness center is quite a bit larger than what you would find at some of these other 55 and older communities.
This is the perfect type of community to meet your people, to meet friends, to feel comfortable right away, because there's going to be lots and lots of others that have moved in from out of the area, and transplants, as we call them, and it's just a great place to meet new friends.
Do we have another one to talk about?
We do. We have a brand new one that we went to see today. Eric's going to tell you all about it.
So this community is in Sherrills Ford. It's called The Retreat at Laurelbrook. The builder out there is Stanley Martin, and we visited the model today. What's unique about this subdivision, the homes are right around 2,000 square feet, which is quite large, really, for a 55 and older community. They're going to have the amenities. They're going to have the pickleball. They're going to have a clubhouse. They're going to have a fitness center. They have the pool. They're just closing out phase 1, getting ready to go into phase 2. But the area surrounding that in Sherrills Ford is really nice. It's wooded. It's part of a larger subdivision of Laurelbrook, which we have 3 or 4 other builders in there. So it's going to be quite large community. You're going to be about 6 miles away from the Publix, which is right there on 150, and all that build out that's going on with Sherrills Ford. And we just see really exponential growth within that community, within the subdivision itself and within the community around it. I think that's really a great place, budget conscious and looking towards the future, for someone to give it a chance and take a look out there.
What we really liked about it is when we were speaking with the sales representative today, he was mentioning that they've got 2 levels of the build. So they've got the smaller homes that are in the 325 range, up to 350, 375. And then you have the higher level builds, but still staying under 550, which is terrific. That's such a great price point for retirees. We learned that there's going to be 500 55 and older homes built in this neighborhood. So that's a big neighborhood. You're definitely going to make friends in that neighborhood. There you will find somebody to hang out with for sure.
Maybe we'll take deeper dives individually into these neighborhoods on this channel in the near future. Guys, thanks as always. Great to see you. I'll have links in the description for this episode, of course, but the best way to get a hold of Melissa and Eric is simply to go to lakenormanhometeam.com. And until next time, guys, have a great weekend. See you next week.
See you next week, Jeff. Thanks.
Bye, Jeff.